Kala na ang unang lima as we have our tip-off. Rain or shine, pangungunahan ni Jeff Chan at T.Y. Tang, Bo Belga, Reed, and Norwood sa kanilang frontline, while Global Port, they have Mercado and David sa kanilang backcourt, while Taha, Washington, and Cummings complete the lineup para sa mga bataan ni Coach Junel Baculi na ngayong hapon naka-shades pa rin, partner.
Totoo yun. And pinag-uusapan nga ni Richard and Miko, itong si Coach Junel, parang sama-sama mo na rin, no? They're doing well. It could be part of a superstition na rin na baka nga mag-carry on yung swerte in this game.
Well, in the odds, dahil isang beses lang kailangang manalo itong kupunan ng Rain or Shine, sabihin natin, paborito. At kung titingnan mo yung kanilang karanasan, maaari sasabihin mo na pabor din para sa kupunan ng Rain or Shine, partner, dahil ito halos walang nabago sa kupunan na ito. They know each other very well, including their import na isang balik import.
You know, that will actually speak about their chemistry, and napakadali na yun for Rain or Shine to adapt to each other, and hindi na masyado mag-a-adjust yan. The only adjustment that I would really foresee is basically yung pagbabalik nga ng mga Gilas players, because for a while, we're in the FIBA international competitions, but of course, right now, especially in the playoffs already, naka-adjust na sila ulit balik na sila sa kanilang koponan, so kahit pa paano naka-recover na rin yan doon sa kanilang training or yung competition with FIBA.
Though the entire elimination round, isa lang ang nirereklamo ni Coach Cheng. Kulang pa sa scoring, sabi niya, kailangan pa rin yung dating kinatatakutang scoring nitong kanyang kupunan. Di naman sila nagkukulang sa depensa gaya nitong ipinakita na ito doon sa kanilang pag-agaw, and Bo Belga even completing the fast break play. Hindi pa pumaputok. There's scores like Jeff Chan galing sa Gilas, pero dito konti pa yung mga naiko-contribute niya. Si Solomon Mercado taling his first win in the game.
Well, it's actually interesting to see kung yung tatlong Gilas players na naglalaro ngayon for Rain or Shine, kung sabay-sabay silang pumutok, no? Because so far, hindi pa rin nagkakasabay-sabay yung tatlong players na yan na talagang maganda nilalaro. And of course, makikita natin na they're actually complemented well by a good import. So it will actually cushion if ever one of those three guys will not be able to perform well tonight.
On the other hand, ako po ng Global Port. In fact, ako personally, hindi ako nagugulat dito sa kanilang maganda yung pinakita na nagpumweso sila ng panglimang pwesto after the elimination round. Pag nakikita po natin itong defensive stop na ito ni Bo Belga and the rest of the Rain or Shine last two painters. Sa dito natin ng Preston Break Fluid for superior breaking action and safety, siguradong nasa mabuti kang kamay.
Anong posisyon ni Bo Belga? Guard? Para siyang guardia. Now, can you imagine the size of Bo Belga stealing that ball and sailing in for an uncontested layup?
And that's the character precisely of Rain or Shine in last two painters. Kaya kinakatakutan nito mga ito. A lot of guys na hindi stereotypical. A big guy, a burly guy who can shoot the three. Dalawa pa actually. Bo Belga and JR Kinya, parehong ganyan, natambaliliit, can hustle very well and diving for those rebounds. Kaya itong import nila, AC Reed, who scores, even though the smallest of the imports, pwersa sa ilalim ito.
Parang sabihin mo, undersized, kukumpara mo sa mga ibang imports, but he still gets the job done. He has very good stats to prove it.
Kasi sa opening minutes po ng ating first quarter, nag-jab-jaban pa itong dalawang kumpara na ito. But very active on defense itong mga taga-Rain or Shine. Ayaw nilang papabain yung bola sa ilalim. No, 2 puntos lamang po ang kalamangan pa rin itong kupunan ng Global Port. They know the importance of this game. Pag natalo sila, wala na pong bukas. While Yusef Taha getting that offensive rebound, may putback pa.
Para sa akin, Yusef Taha is actually a big man who has good leaping ability. Very mobile, big guy. So magiging advantage yan for Global Port.
Same with J-Wash actually. Yung kanilang partnership ni Yusef Taha can create a lot of mismatches dito sa mga big guys ng Rain or Shine as Arizona Reed misses. Ito, pagkakataon na naman ng Global Port na palubuhin itong kanilang kalaban. J-Wash, Pops, yung kanyang tira mintes, makukuha ni Gabe Norwood. AC Reed on the attack, pero kinapos yung kanyang tira, makukuha muli ni Yusef Taha. For Global Port, Patapira, matatandaan po natin itong si Sol Mercado started his career in the PBA with the Rain or Shine franchise.
Well, nung nagsimula ang action, he was actually a great scorer na nagko-compliment sa kanya si Gabe Norwood. Now, na hindi sila magkasama ni Gabe Norwood, he concentrates more on being a great point guard na pinapatunayan naman niya because tumataas naman din ang kanyang assist average.
3-point shot para kay Bo Belga, straight and through.
Mamaril pa doon si Bo Belga. Tapos, like I said, this guy is actually an advantage for Coach Yeng because aside from being able to guard the post very well in his size, he can shoot well from the outside.
And that's a misconception, na kaya kinuha lamang itong si Bo Belga because he's a bruiser. He's a thinking player at alam niya kung saan niya gagamitin yung kanyang mga kakayahan. At ang ating kasama si Sel Guevara has another story on Bo Belga.
Alam mo, sabi nga ni Bo Belga, hindi magiging madali playing against Global Port, but he thinks that his style of defense will help the team na mapasok agad sa semifinals. Dagdag pa niya dito sa playoffs. This is a good time to remind everyone what rain or shine is really made of. Balik sa inyo.
A three-pointer galing kay Gabe Norwood, isa sa mga hinahanap ni Coach Yeng throughout the elimination round.
Well, he needs a lot of these guys to really explode in this crucial game for rain or shine. You don't really want to give Global Port that confidence to go into another game.
Ito yung matik na ito sa mga taga-rain or shine Kapag nakawala yung bola, nag-leak out yung isa, talagang tatakbo kagad itong mga ito. Ace Reed ang kanilang nakita that time, pero may foul pa. Itong si Gary David, although not counted yung kanyang tira, only a sideline throw in for the last two painters. Gabe Norwood from the same spot, missing that one though. As Gary David waiting for the report. Marquis Cummings, balik kay Granada. Siya ang kakanyo, na-amitis yung kanyang tira. So it's another 24 for Global Port. That time, Sol Mercado next.
Wala din yung depensa ng rain or shine. Sol Mercado has a nice, easy jumper from 15 feet away.
You're looking at a scoring Sol Mercado, already with 6 points. Kalahati pa lamang po ng first quarter ang ating dinadaanan. AC Reed, ang ganda ng trampas doon. Ito si Jeff Chan. And talking about Jeff Chan, isa sa mga hinahanap ng Coach Yenga because in this conference, he's only averaging about 7 points per game. And that's not the Jeff Chan that you like.
Well, critical yun for Coach Yeng because he provides the outside artillery and that's also the reason why he was actually in FIBA. But it's a nice give-and-go play pinakita ni Mercado and Marquis Cummings. But going back to Jeff, etong si Jeff Chan, he is actually a good shooter from the outside, aside from the defenses. Actually, maganda yung simula ni Jeff Chan in this game. Hindi nga siya masyadong sumuscore, but he's actually yung aktibo siya sa depensa.
Oo, nare-realize yan hindi nakiklik yung kanya shooting. He can do a lot more while nasa hardcore dyan. Samantala, si J-Wash with a basket and some taunting dito kaya AC Reed. Parang sinasabi, depends mo naman ako.
Well, maganda talaga yung shooting ni J-Wash and nagkikarry on pa rin yung kanyang kumpiyansa when he scored 30 points against Ginebra.
Bo Belga on the attack. Actually, pumasok yung kanyang layup but that will not count according to our referees. And that should be a sideline inbound. Paano itatawag? Dito kay Jay Washington on the help defense. Eto, not counted dyan. Pero pumasok 17-12 ang ating tala. May timeout po tayo. Bo Belga did not count.
Parang nakakagulat kasi naman yung mga galaw ni Bo Belga. Pang-guard nga Pang-guard, can you imagine Bo Belga, that size, that weight, throwing it around the shaded area, it would actually work to his advantage because akala mo mabagal siya but is actually quick for his size.
Partner, i-rewind natin. May steal siya sa midcourt kanina.
Yun isa.
May 3-pointer. Ngayon may drive naman. So, pag-guardia talaga. Nilalaro itong si Bo Belga.
Parang gusto niya ata pagbalik niya sa FIBA, pwede na siyang guard pantapat kila Kamrani.
Actually, pagpunta niya ng Spain, guard talaga yung height niya ron.
Sa bagay, nga pala. Tama, pang-guardia na si Bo Belga pagdating sa Spain, sa World Championship.
Samantala, may foul po na itatawag on Gary David. That would be the second para kay El Granada na hindi pa rin pumuputok dito sa ating laban. Although he has 3 points in the game. Samantala, Jeff Chan, scoring ang kinakailangan sa kanya. But again, Bo Belga has been the most active player dito sa Rain or Shine starters. Nakapagtala na kanyang pampitong puntos. 3 na lang ang lamang dito ng Global Port.
Well, he's starting out very well in terms of offense, but hindi lang yun. Aktibo rin siya sa defense. Kanina gusto pa nga niya sumapal pala above the rim.
Marquis Mises, makukuha po ng Rain or Shine. Counter attack. That's Jeff Chan. Kumanyon, malakas. Hindi pa rin makakuha ang kanyang race from the 3-point land. That's Jeff Chan. J-Wash naman yan. Bibig ni Gary. On John Dan Salvador, handing it back. El Granada, Mintes. Pero sumabit to na T.Y. Tang. ang matatawagan ng kanyang unang personal foul. Gary David, 3 free throws ang ibibigay. Kailangan nila itong momentum ito. Gaya po nang binabanggit namin, number 5 itong kupunan ng Global Port, and they have to beat itong kupunan ng Rain or Shine twice.
Best time for Gary to explode, and at the same time, it would complement itong magandang performance ni Jay Washington, lalong na nanggaling nga si Jay Wash sa isang magandang laro.
May tagdag na kwento sa atin si Cel.
It's Gary David's first time in the playoffs since his Powerade days, at aminado si Gary David na hindi niya matago ang kanyang excitement. He doesn't want to rely on pure luck and skill, and his extra practice sa shooting ang magbibigay daw ng swerte. Rado?
Well, maraming salamat at kasama dyan sa pagpapaswerte niya. Binibiro nga natin, dito siya nagkitatali ng sapatos kanina. Bagong-bago yung sapatos ni Gary.
Si Gary David, and nakita ko lang siya nung nag-practice siya the other day. Yun na daw unang sinubukan ng kanyang bagong sapatos.
Oo, so ito at maganda naman ang talbog ng kanyang swag ngayong amo na ito. Tama-tala, Jordan Salvador matatawagan ng foul. Coach Yeng Gao is livid. At ito, napapagalitan niya ang kanyang import, ha? Hindi po kalaban o referee kaya pagalitan dito ni Coach Yeng ang kanyang import na si AC Reed. Yan po ang ating mga kwento. Global Port is sila by 6 points, 20. Balik po tayo sa Moa Arena as Global Port enjoys a 6-point lead early here in the first quarter. At emotions are high, but not necessarily against their opponents.
Well, he really wants to get his message across. Ito si Coach Yeng prior to this, before that timeout.
Yung 3-pointer ni Jeff John, ayaw pa rin pumasok. Well, Gary David, hindi hahayaan nitong kanyang national team teammate na si Bo Belga. He will foul him on the way. Hirap nang uminit ito si Gary David. Una pa lamang para kay Bo Belga. Habang si Jeff Chan, pansumandaling susubuan muna ni Coach Yeng. Same with T.Y. Tang. Yung kanilang backcourt, babalansahin with Paul Lee and Ryan Aranya entering the hardcourt. Sol Mercado, ang kanyang drive using the left to finish.
Challenge ni Bo Belga, and yet Sol Mercado was still able to find a way using that left hand.
And that's the patented Sol Mercado move. The strong point guard slashes. Ay pinakita naman itong si Sol Mercado. Nasa scoring mode talaga itong si Sol Mercado ngayong laban na ito. Kita niyo po naman yung kanyang undering drive there. At sa inyo ng Photon, empower your business. So nakita si Jordan, para nagpunto lang si Jordan, though he misses. Counter attack naman for Rain or Shine. It's Paul Lee. Nakita muli si Bo. Nakahantot, tilapon doon. Itong si Gary David, AC really spraying intense. Nandun na naman si Bo Belga. Mintis down for the second serving. It's an 8-point lead para sa kupunan ng Global Port. Natuloy na big momentum o din kaya lang itong mga Rain or Shine hindi pumasok. Gado na pang sadali. Para kay Sol Mercado, kumiskor ngayon now with 11.
You know, Global Port off to a hot start. We were expecting that the energy would really come from the young team like Global Port. And lalong-lalo na, this is their first time to be in the playoffs. So we really expected that. But yun nga lang, itong Rain or Shine, dapat naiisip nila ngayon yung nangyari last conference. That should actually be some sort of something that would inspire them to really work hard in the early goings of the game.
Tama ka, partner. At ayaw ibigay ni Coach Yeng sa kanilang mga kalaban yung kumpiyansa. Ayun naman yung hawak-hawak ng mga taga-Global Port ngayon dahil ang ganda na ng scoring dito as Bo Belga would be called for the hard foul, probably a flagrant foul as the referees review that last foul. Nakita natin sa may harapan natin medyo hard talaga yung foul there, but hindi natin nakita yung intent to hard, ano?
Right there, may lamok kasi doon sa likod ng batok ni Marquise Cummings. And right there,
ang sinasabi ni Bodon, partner, I was going for the ball. Tinago niya, hinanap niya talaga.
Nandun daw sa likod hindi pwede niya abutin.
Regular foul lang talaga. Nakita naman na ball ang hinahanap. Sabi ni Bo, wag mo itatago, hahanapin ko.
But, maganda rin kay Markeith Cummings. You would expect him to react, especially in a playoff game like this. But he just kept his cool. He just walked away. And that's something good to see with a young import like Markeith Cummings.
Pero bumalik nga sa hardcore. He was even smiling. John Dan, yung kanyang pasok sa loob. Yan din na kinakatakutan sa pag-score itong si Jordan Salvador, who tallies his first day in the game. It's now an 11-point lead. As rain or shine, yung kanilang execution dito, ang shooting style, yung talagang pumapasok. Yung mga puntos nila sa mga nakaw lang nila nakukuha eh.
Nawala yung opening salvo ng Rain or Shine, maganda na eh. Yung Jeff Chan, maganda depensa. Yung kay Bo Belga ng Castilla na layup. Actually, the
long being hounded by injuries left and right, literally. So, Mercado, talking about this guy, nako, puno na ang ating iskoran. Meron na pong 13 puntos itong si Sol Mercado.
And you won't really expect the guard to really go all out in the early goings of the game. He's actually just slicing through the defense of Rain or Shine, and that's going to be a cause for alarm for Coach Cheng to find someone to stop itong si Sol Mercado.
Again, the indecision on the part of Rain or Shine, muntik mawala, pero makukuha nitong si Ryan Aranya. Makakascore na pang-apat na player. Masdan po natin ito si Ryan Aranya in their only meeting ng dalawang komponan na ito, which is actually a blowout in favor of Rain or Shine. Si Ryan Aranya, maganda ang nilaro doon.
Well, it could be this going to be another big game for Ryan Aranya, thinking na maganda yung nilaro niya in that previous game o susubukan niyang ulitin para makahabol dito ang Rain or Shine.
Kumakaripas naman ang Rain or Shine after that miss by Markeith Cummings. 3-pointer for Paul Lee! Swak na swak!
So, kailangan na talagang gumawa ni Paul Lee. He's actually the leading local scorer for Rain or Shine. And at the same time, yung kamatchup na si Sol Mercado, nakakarami na already in double figures in the first quarter.
At pinabanggit po natin si Paul Lee, na leading local ng kupunan ng Rain or Shine. Actually, the only local na nasa double digit average. But Gary David, bago ang sapatos, but the same hand. Mainit na mainit si Gary, 9 points. And that combination of Sol Mercado and Gary David spelling the difference here with a 9-point lead for Global Port.
Di na yung mga break-in na sapatos. Mainit kagad ang simula ni El Granada in this game with those new pair of shoes.
Samantala, ito makukuha pa ni Sol Mercado sa kanyang pagsiksang na iwanan ng bantay against his former buddy. Ito yung si Gabe Norwood. Tap out, paborboy sa Global Port. As a series of substitutions for both teams. Jari Bañez, Jerby Cruz papasok for Gabe Norwood. At ito naman si Rudy Linganay. First time in the game, papasok na yun para Sol Mercado with Willie Miller, who substitutes para naman dito kay Gary David. Watch for the inbound. Pasok din agad.
Grabe, I can just imagine the shooting percentage of Global Port in this quarter alone. Napakataas na because every attempt that they made, halos more than 50% ang kanilang nasushoot.
And they have 34 points already. Although patapusin po itong ating first quarter with 8 seconds to go. J.R. Quinyahan, bobomba sa 3, ayaw pumasok. Masisay pa ni J-Wash. A second remaining. Willie Miller, tatapon na lang. Hindi po papasok yun, but enough na matapos ang first quarter para sa Batang Pier. Malamang sila ng 11 puntos. Courtesy of this guy, the 13 points of Sol Mercado. And he's really the soul train ngayon. Yung kanyang pag-arangkado sa loob, hindi siya mapigil-pigilan. May trash pang binitaw. Itong si Sol Mercado. So dyan po natapos ang ating first quarter dito sa labanan na ito. Kailangan mabuhay pa ng Global Port. Of course, ang ating mga kasamahan sa DZSR 918 Sports Radio. Nakita niyo po, Nico Ramos at Benji Santiago maghatid po sa inyo ng ating live radio coverage. Well, itong first quarter output ng kupunan ng Global Port, 34 points. I was reviewing yung manilang unang laban ng elimination round where Global Port actually scored 33 points in the first half.
Uy. So, ano kaya? Now, the true test for Global Port is actually consistency. You start out well. Can you sustain that all throughout 4 quarters?
Good question, partner, because in that encounter, lamang din ang Global Port ng first quarter but actually lost that lead. Come the second, where they're limited to only 10 points. Ito, of course, ang Global Port hoping na hindi maulit yan. But only sumagasa agad na itala ang kanyang pang-7 puntos to chop the lead of Global Port down to 9. Rudy Linganay at the point against Paul Lee. Parehong taga-UE ito. Magkakampi pa itong dalawang ito sa UE Warriors now. at the opposite sides ito sa ating quarterfinals matchup. As a foul will be given up by Paul Lee. This first personal foul. Bago simula po ang ating second quarter, ito po sa labanang ito ng kapunan ng Global Port and Rain or Shine is Jordan Salvador. This is with the left-hander. Ryan Aranya. Nakita si Jervy Cruz. That's his spot. Though he misses, makakuha ni Jare Banyes. Balik kay Ryan Aranya. Crash 24. Para sa kapunan ng Rain or Shine. Hindi mabantay din ito ni Ryan Aranya. At uses the high pick. Balik naman kay J.R. Kinyahan. Handing it out. Jare nakawala. Jervis. Easy yung layup.
This is something that Coach Cheng would like to see his players move the ball around, find the open man, use your drop passes. That's how you get some easy shots.
Nakinig itong ating kasama si Sel Guevara doon sa quarter huddle ng kumpuna ng Rain or Shine. Ating pakinggan to.
Okay, Rado, you know what, when I say that Coach Yang is frustrated, I think it's an understatement. Lalo na nung sinabi niya na ayaw ng kanya mga players mag-run ng play. There's no flow, no rhythm, at nagkakanya-kanya na sila. At ramdam mo ang bigat na salita ni Coach Yang when he said that Global Port is already making 36 points na parang diring-diri siya sa performance ng kanya mga players. Balik sa inyo.
Well, we can sympathize with Coach Yang. Kita natin, wala talagang pinapatunguhan.
Diring-diri. Yak. Sinabi ni Coach Yang, yak.
Yak, Your Honor. Meanwhile, samantala itong kupunan ng Global Port, ang dali naman ang kanilang pag-score. Kanina, even Rudy Linganay has already joined the fray. At ito, si Marquis Cummings. Patuloy ang kanyang pananalasa. Only his 4th point, but his team is back to an 11-point lead. That's why Coach Yang Yao will call another timeout. So only a 30-second variety ang kanyang itatawag dito again, if only to remind his boys once again.
Well, you would really have streaks wherein yung kalaban mo, wala silang ginagawang mali. And that's basically what's happening with Global Port. They're shooting the ball extremely well. Samantalang ang Rain or Shine naman couldn't really execute well. So they would really make at least 7 points in every game. They really need this outside sniping, especially now that they're down in this game by 11 points. So, kailangan na talaga uminit si Jeff Chan, lalong-lalo na pagbalik niya on the floor. But there's one thing that Jeff is doing right. He's playing good defense, and that's something that can fuel his offense.
Jare kumuha sa kanyang pag-atake against Marquis Cummings with sa kanyang left-handed layup. Although they will retain possession. At ito, yung rotation ni Coach Junel Bakuli. Ito, babalik niya itong papasok na pala itong si Nabong and si Chad Alonso. Pagpapahingayin niya muna itong kanilang import kasama ito si Jay Washington. Ryan Aranya, walang mapuntahan. Bibigyan niya kay Paul Lee. Lee against Linganay. Itong dalawa na yung nagbabantayan dito sa quarter na ito. 6 seconds to go. Jare Banyes, mawawala pa yung bola. He'll recover, pero maubusan na. Kailangan niya kay Paul Lee. Mintis yung kanyang tira. But Jare Banyes once again. Corner rebound, pero wala. Tinutukan na ng 24 yata ito.
He stepped out of bounds in that last play.
As a warning was issued sa mga taga-Global Port for improper bench decorum. Nagtayuan lang naman po yun. Sobra lang yung mga tumayuro. Hindi call the warning. Sumidiling Ganay. Nakakita si Nabong. Nabong! Naku! Pagilig yung kanyang tira. Makukuha naman ito ni Jerby Cruz. Yan na naman bababa. Kakaripa si Jerby Cruz. Yung kanyang side-stepping mo. Pumasok. At may foul pa na makukuha. Kelly Nabong ang matatawagan ng foul na yun.
Nasakpan na si Jerby Cruz nung sumide-step siya against sa malapader na depensa ni Kelly Nabong. But the good thing about Jerby is he was able to make that shot.
Itong galaw na ito. Itong si Jerby Cruz. What a move for Jerby Cruz. Ito po sa inyo yan ang Rouser 135. May Kawasaki Rouse the rider review. Ito yung mga bright spots sa Rain or Shine with big men running, getting those steals. Kanina si Bo Belga, now it's Jerby Cruz. Kumiped silang pagkunan ng dahilan para makahabol dito sa laban na ito.
So that's how you get mismatches also if you have your big guys running on the break. So natatapat yan sa maliliit, but not Miller who was able to see an open jumper from the corner.
That's how hot itong entire Global Port Batampier. Dito po sa ating first 2 quarters of play. Napakadali na putos para po sa mga bata ni Coach Junel. Tatahi naman sa loob, Jari Banes against Willie Miller. But opting to pass, Christian for the 3. Wala yun, pero sumabit. And 3 free throws will be given Christian.
That's the toughest part to challenge the shooter. You really cannot touch him at all. You just have to simply challenge and avoid if there's going to be a possible contact.
Christian missed some games for rain or shine. Pero sa kanyang pagbabalik dito, of course, he's hoping na malaki ang kanyang maitulong dito. Well, talking about Global Port, mga kaibigan, si Sel Guevara may kwento naman o Willie Miller.
Oh, you know what? This is very impressive, ha? Matcha-challenge talaga si Willie Miller sa larong ito because his left eye is half blind dahil na scratch ang kanyang left cornea nung napuwing siya a few days ago. And you know what? Sabi nga, bahala na if his vision will be blurry. He's just gonna have to trust the communication of his teammates inside the court.
Papayagan naman siya mag-protective glasses. Hindi lang yung kagaya ng kay Coach Junel.
Pero yung mga baka may goggles naman na color, di ba?
Hindi naman kailangan eh. Nakikita natin mga players recently. Si Mark Aguiwan, nagsusot ng mga protective glasses. Although karamihan na sa ating mga players, mga contact lenses ng mga sinusuot. Pero ito pong mga taga-Rain or Shine, mukhang kailangan nila sila may kailangan ng goggles. Hindi sila maka-escort dito sa ating first 2 quarters. Willie Miller gusto i-challenge ito si Christian sa low post. But wisely si Christian natapik niya yung bola. Doon mananatili po sa Global Port. Ang possession at kalamangan. They're up by 8, 42-32. Jordan again looking for Willie Miller. Maibibigay niya against Christian. Looking for the cutter si Willie. Nakakita ito si Kelly. Stops and pops. Malakas yung kanyang tira. Ronnie Matias siya naman nakukuha ng rebound. Christian, nakita ka lang import. Arizona Reed was fouled by Kelly Nabong.
Well, that's a way to attack that defense. Hindi pa nakaset yung defense ito ng Global Port. That's why hinanap ka agad ng Rain or Shine si Arizona Reed on the right low post.
This is only an 8-point lead, mga kaibigan. But kaya po nating napapanood, the momentum is definitely with the Global Port Batampier and Rain or Shine still looking for that push. Maaga pa, but you know, hindi sila maaring maiwanan dito, partner.
Well, pakonti-konti, and they're actually making headway. Rain or Shine has substituted a lot of those guys to start out the game.
Ito, bago to ha. Pero mahaba at nasa ulo ko. May technical foul on Coach Junel Banguli for respectfully appealing. Hindi ka naman mag-appeal, pero ano eh.
Rats,
disrespectful daw eh.
Pang lawyer terms na yan.
Matitindi na ang mga klase ng violation
Your
dito.
Honor, bahala ka na dyan, Your Honor.
Talagang naka-pleading ha. Pag hindi wala doon yung mga requirements eh, hindi papansinin ng korte. Pero dito ha, disrespectfully.
Appealing?
Oo, appealing. Yung kanyang so yung appeal ha, nilagyan ng advert. Tama na rin.
Hindi siya nag-please eh. Hindi siya nag-please.
Eh, hindi makita yung totoong reaction niya dahil nakaselfin as Ronnie Matias. Ang ganda rin challenge sa kay Kelly Nabong.
Nagbigyan na siya ng referee. My classes are dark.
Eto, balikan po natin yung atake ni Kelly Nabong. A bit slow in that play. Kaya naman inabot siya doon ni Ronnie Matias. Kung hindi man siya inabot ni Batas ni Matias doon, may dalawang other defenders from Rain or Shine.
Oh, good defense there. Half court set. Magandang ginawa doon ng Rain or Shine to recover and block that shot.
Samantala, litis na ni Willie Miller pero marirecover pa rin niya. Pero hinugutan sila doon ni Matias. To Christian. Christian the attack. It's 4-on-3 situation. Paborito sa Rain or Shine. But AC Reed opting to take the tray. Wala. But Matias sa putback niya. Ayaw pa rin. But Ronnie Matias is really active dito sa kanyang pang-depensa dito. At sayang na pagkakataon naman ng Global Port.
The Global Port has to watch it because itong Rain or Shine, although they're missing their wide open shots, they're getting offensive rebounds. They're providing that extra attempt or extra possession for another crack at the basket. So Global Port would really have to control the boards para hindi mo na mabigyan ng kumpiyansa ang Rain or Shine.
Samantala, mintis yung layup na yan. Itong si Larry Rodriguez. Yung pa rin ang ultimate yung problema po ng Reynolds. Ayaw talagang pumasok. But nababawasan na yung simangot ni Coaching. Maganda na yung dinidepensa nila dito. Willie Miller against Chris Chiu. Binigyan pa ng pick dito nga si Jay Wash. Keith Cummings against the import. And again, the defense of Rain or Shine. Tumama sa panito nga si Markeith Cummings. So nananatiling 6 na puntos lamang po ang hinahabol dito ng mga taga Rain or Shine. Bola pa rin sa quarterfinals matchup ng Rain or Shine, Elasto Painters and Global Port Batampier. At syempre, tinumog tayo ng mga fans sa magkabilang koponan. Nagagandahan nga mga fans ng PBA, hindi lamang po ng dalawang koponan dahil naman napakaganda po ng ating mga laro. Especially this matchup, labanan ng number 4 and number 5. Kaya naman po dikdikan ang ating laban. Global Port nakauna, pero nararamdaman na natin ang pagragasa dito ng Rain or Shine as Chris Chiu was challenged by Yusef Taha.
Hindi nila tinitigal. They're not stopping actually. Nawala ako. Hindi nila tinitigilan actually yung pag-penetrate. Yun ang nangyayari dito sa Rain or Shine. That's a good sign. Makita mo, palaban yung team. There are a lot of frustrating moments na pwede nang bumigay easily because they're missing a lot of wide open easy shots. And yet, ganun pa rin. Chris Chiu going to the line for 2 free throws.
At napansin niyo po ba yung nakasulat dun sa warm-up jacket itong mga taga Rain or Shine? We will defend the crown. Defending champions po ito ng competition ito ang mga taga Rain or Shine. Wherein last year, maalala naman natin yung nakasulat dyan, we dare to dream. So lagi meron silang slogan.
It's a statement, di ba? Na gusto nilang gawin tonight.
And they're doing that through defense. Sol Mercado was forced to take the 3 and makes it.
Mahinit pa rin to si Sol Mercado. Nagpahinga na majority of the second period and yet he's still scoring with already 16 markers.
Ibang klase pero si Larry Rodriguez sumagot naman as si Sel may kwento on the handle naman of the Batampier.
Alam mo, madilim man ang paningin nitong si Coach Junel Baculi. He doesn't feel any discomfort and he was really firm pa rin when he gave his instructions and keeping everyone involved and reminding the players to stay composed and reminding them of the task at hand. Balik sa inyo.
Well, maraming salamat at kailangan talaga ni Coach Junel ang panalong ito tonight. Kasi otherwise, ay magpapahinga na po ito ng kumpara ng Global Port. Alam mo ng second quarter, before the 3-pointer by Sol Mercado, they were only limited to only 6 points in this quarter. So, maganda na talaga ang ranchada sa depensa itong mga taga-Rain or Shine.
Well, they made headway. Maganda yung ganda na nilaro in the second period alone. And they were slowly chopping off the lead of Global Port. Something na nakukuha nila because of their persistency sa pagkuha ng rebound, offensive rebound. At yung pagsaksak nila to the basket where they got a lot of free throws.
And also a positive thing para dito kay Coach Cheng Yao. Hindi nagbago yung intensity nila pagdating sa depensa even with the third stringers like Ronnie Matias and Larry Rodriguez na yung pumasok dito. Ay talagang mas humigpit pa in fact ang kanilang depensa dito. Uy, Loan, libre mula sa labas. Wala pero makukuha ni AC Reed. At may foul pa on Markeith Cummings on that rebound play.
So look at the lineup of Coach Cheng. Ginamit niya talaga yung pinaka-ilaliman ng kanyang bench, to really make a statement. O parati naman ginagawa ni Coach Cheng yan that talagang these guys can really deliver. Kahit pa depensa lang kuha ng loose balls, they actually help.
AC Reed, kumamata mula sa labas. At 2 puntos lamang yan and he's 9 point in the game. But enough to come closer. And it's only a 2-point lead. Global nasa itaas pa rin. So there'll be a foul on Jonathan Oiloan. That's his first personal foul. They would like to put a clamp on Sol Mercado's really sizzling here in the first 2 quarters. Already with 16 points. And his team up by 2. Though kanina po yan, it was as high as 11. Jay Wash. Babalik na ito kay Sol Mercado. 6 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Jay was free for 3. Next here, makukuha ni Yusef Tan sa tapigan. And there's a foul from behind. Si Larry Rodriguez ang matatawagan ng mga referees.
Ito mo, Smart. Makikita mo yung kung gano'ng katalino maglaro ito si Sol Mercado. He was boxed out properly pero papunta yung bola sa kanya. Tinapik niya yung bola mapunta kay Yusef Taha para nga makakuha ng follow-up. So that really shows the leadership of and unselfishness of Sol Mercado to really sacrifice himself and give up, a possession like that to Yusef Taha.
1 out of 2 for Yusef Taha mula sa free throw line. Enough to give his team a more comfortable 3-point lead. 45-42 mga kaibigan. Larry Rodriguez attacking, seeing AC Reid once again. He was hammered and fouled. So sa free throw line, kukunin ni AC Reid ang kanyang mga puntos after that foul by Yusef Taha.
Global Port actually doing very well offensively so far for the first 2 quarters. Pero nagiging problema nga dito is really the defense. They have to contain their man because you cannot allow rain or shine to get points like that under the basket.
Well, si AC Reid, siya naman po ang ating pag-usapan dyan. At may kwento, ito si Selby Barra on AC Reid.
Arizona Reid's intensity does not depend on whether he's playing against a top team or a bottom team in the standings. Alam mo, sabi niya, he doesn't look at the standings at all. At dito sa kanyang experience playing in the PBA, he's always on his toes dahil kahit sino, pwede daw niyang makamatchup. Balik sa inyo.
Oo, ayan naman ito ha. Ganado si AC Reid. Siya nangunguna sa kanilang pass break. Although dalawa yung kanyang mitiso, makukuha pa rin ni Ronnie Matias. Matias! Uy! Pasa sa kanyang sarili yan. Pero ang bola, pupunta pa sa kupunan ng Global Port. Pero 2 puntos na lamang ang lang hinahabol dito. Babalik po kami kagad. Yes. Hindi talaga na ubusan si Drake. Mga higa nga, pinapakita rito na mga fans ng PBA.
Ang gaganda naman ng mga laro ng mga player kung ganyan naman kagaganda yung mga nanonood talaga. Ma-inspire yung mga players natin.
Mga player natin, sila na lang dahil tayo nakapokus sa tayo.
Nag-appreciate na tayo.
Mga 1 dozen woman man tayo Amantala, ito po 4 na kalabangan ng Global Port, but Chris Chu, habulin ko pa sana ng bang yun Naalala ko kasi birthday ngayon ni kasamang Magu. Morgan, happy birthday
Happy birthday, Magu. Pakain ka naman.
Pero may biging siya kagabi, hindi ko napuntahan pero mabait lang si Magu, kaya uulitin niya yan. Samantala, ito, buti kang mawawala ng Global Port. Marirecover nila. Jay Wash ang mga libre. Ito yung kanyang dress, but there will be a loose ball foul to be Gary David na nakita ng ating mga referees who pulled Chris Chu down on that rebound play.
Well, Chris Chu actually had very good position right there. Paatras si Chris Chu, si Gary naman nagkabuhol-buhol sila doon sa rebound at natawagan naman si El Granada.
So this would be crucial free throws dahil pagkakataon nito rain or shine na makakuha ng kalamangan. Hindi pa po nakakatikim ng lamang itong rain or shine in this game, but Chris Chu missing the first free throw, but I think in the second quarter nagawa na ng mga bata ni Coach Cheng yung kanilang hangad dito because they have limited itong koponan ng Global Port to only 13 points dito sa second quarter after scoring 34 in the first.
Malaking bagay yun because that's really all about defense. Kumbaga 34 points in 1 quarter, nagkulang nga sila sa depensa doon. Yung second unit mo naman ang nagpahabol, kaya kahit papano naman because of the all-court hustle, yun namang yung nagigisusi dito.
Tablan po tayo at 47 all as Jay Watch and Chris Chu tulakan pa rin. Wala na sa play, makukuha naman ni Gabe Norwood. Chris Chu, forward pass, AC Reid. Nako, medyo may kalakasan yung pasa na yan. But actually, ang mga taga-Rain or Shine cheering their teammates on dahil nakuha na nila yung kanilang momentum dito sa second quarter. A minute and 33 remaining. Sol Mercado is being hounded by Uloan. Global Port throwing to Markeith Cummings. Full attack! Yung layup niya. Pasok yun.
Markeith Cummings only with 8 points so far in the game. Pero malaking bagay nga kasi yung production ng kanyang mga locals. So that's actually very nice to see that the locals are helping out their imports.
49-47. A minute and 14 remaining in the second. Larry Rodriguez, pansamantalang libre. Babalik kay Chris Chu. Nahabol naman ni JP Delanjon. Chris Chu, another bad pass. Dalawang magkasunod na pasa yun.
Sayang yung kanilang turnovers. They could actually even given the chance, pwede pa nga silang lumamang except for those turnovers.
Kasi tinitingnan ko itong si AC Reid. Inaalala ko import yan. Magaling na import, nakakalaro mo. Kakampi mo rin partner.
Si
Tony Harris. Hindi na may buka.
Oo nga pala, no? Except for the hair.
Except for the hair.
Pero ganyan na ganyan si The Hurricane.
Jordan Salvador ay pasok yung kanyang pang-apat na puntos. Magkamukhang magkamukha yung kanyang dalawang tira na nakakuha ng puntos sa kanya. 51-47. Gabe Norwood with a down.
May babaw talaga si Gabe Norwood, making sure that no one else can block that shot.
Alam mo itong si Gabe, mahiyain lang itong tumira, but he can really dominate with his athleticism. Mas ginagamit niya talaga niya sa pang-depensa. Pero ika nga, pag nakakita ng mismatches, he can actually create. 8 seconds si shot clock ng global board. Marquez Cummings will attack! Sumabot dun sa braso. Although nagreklamo din si Larry Rodriguez na contact was rather obvious.
Well, may sumabit. Hindi si Gabe Norwood actually yung sumabit. He actually went up in the air with Marquez Cummings. Sinubukan yung supalpal and got him covered. At ibang yung kanyang teammate naman ang nag-commit ng foul.
Marquez Cummings, papasok yung kanyang pang-shot na puntos dito po sa ating first half of play. Sol Mercado, papalitan muna ni Rudy Lingana yung pagkakataon ni Sol na magpahinga ng ilang segundo before going to our halftime break. Kompleto naman for Marquez Cummings, balik sa apat para sa kupunan ng Global 4, pero pagkakataon nito ng rain or shine na makahabol pa rito. Down by only 4. AC Reed for 3. Kapos yun, makukuha pa ni Belenjon. Ay second remaining, pinatong lamang ni JP. Hindi po pumasok yon, but enough to finish the first two quarters with Global Port up by 4 points, 53-49. Dala na rin yung kanilang maaga nilang na
performance dito ng Rain or Shine, shooting well from the free throw. They were actually given 13 attempts on the free throws and 7 offensive rebounds extra. And those are the things kung bakit nakahabol sila maliban pa dun sa production ni Chris Chu coming off the bench.
So Global Port, after leading as high as 11 points, nakakalabang pa rin po sila, pero 4 na puntos na lang yan at bola na nakupunan ng Rain or Shine. With 18 seconds sa kanilang shot clock sa unang possession ng ating second half of play. Well, napansin mo nga yung partner kanina, yung kasigawan itong mga taga-Rain or Shine. Gusto ni Coach Cheng yung adjustment sa kanilang depensa. Bo Belga actually had a hot start para sa kupunan ng Rain or Shine the first quarter. Dito he missed that semi-hook. At ito pagkakataon nila ng Global Port. Gary David going 1-1 against his Gilas teammate. Pero yung random niya, pumasok.
Yun ang pang big man move naman yung ginawa din ni Gary David. Defended very well by Jeff Chan. And yet, David, a great scorer, nakahanap pa ng paraan para makashoot ng basket.
Jeff Chan losing the ball. Makukuha ni Marquez Cummings. Full attack! That was hammered and fouled by Bo Belga.
Bo Belga making sure that Marquez Cummings will not be given an end-one opportunity. Sinigurado niya na with a nice hard foul.
So, nung second quarter, mga kaibigan, nakalamang doon ng Rain or Shine sa scoring. They outscored Global Port 26-19. So, the first quarter, Global Port. The second quarter, Rain or Shine. At ang ating kasama, Sel Guevara, has the story doon sa magkabilang dugout, sa magkabilang opponent. Sel?
For Coach Janelle Baculi, the late rally of Rain or Shine in the second quarter should not alarm Global Port. Expected na yan from the tough Rain or Shine. Basta ang gusto lang niya is that his team fights and executes their plays till the end. And as for Rain or Shine, it is good news na kumalma na nga raw si Coach Yang Yao. But because they are one step back, they have to keep their awareness in check, lalo na sa depensa. Rado?
Well, maraming salamat, Sel, sa iyong mga nakuhang kwento dito sa magkabilang opponent. Dito doon sa play na ito ng Rain or Shine, you saw the patience in easy read na wala sa kanya kanina noong first two quarters.
Well, di siya nagmamadali. He had that nice one-on-one play on the left low block. So really took his time. Even, kita mo, nagbabluff yung depensa ng Global Port. He still took his time and he was able to split that defense going for a layup. Tama-tama nga, nabigyan siya ng free throws. Actually, yung second quarter ng Rain or Shine, critical dun yung free throws. Pumasok si Chris Chu in the second quarter. He had a lot of free throws in that game. That's why nakahabol sila.
Chris Chu actually tallied 10 points in second quarter to lead the scoring sa opponent ng Rain or Shine in the second quarter. But Jay Washington, coming from a 30-point ball game, now he has 9 points. At yung lethal combination nila sa scoring, triple threat na ito. Washington, Sol Mercado, and Gary David all clicking in this game.
Well, ikaw, Rado, naglalaro ka sa mga basketball tournaments, and when you come from a big game like what nangyari kay Jay Washington, yung kumpiyansa mo is sky high. Di ba, nasa cloud 9 ka, it seems that pag laro mo ulit, and you can still hit those jumpers again, and that's basically what's happening to Jay Washington.
At tinatanggal na yung pressure eh. Natanggal na yung kagati, hinahanapan talaga ng mga puntos na si Jay Wash. But after knocking those big numbers in his last game, parang ito, mas relax na yung kanyang laro. At yun naman talaga, scorer naman talaga itong si Jay Wash eh. AC Reed, may double team, pero hindi nga ininda yun.
Yusuf Taha has to hold his ground. You cannot allow AZ Reed to back you up like that because he's going to get those 2 points easily.
Keith Cummings, kumuha naman ng lab pass galing kay Gary David. Pero si AC Reed was right to help. Siya mabibigyan ng foul doon.
AC Reed, simple lang eh, no? Yung kanyang galaw sa low post, and he was able to score easily. Kahit malaki yung dumidepensa sa kanyang Yusuf Taha. Markeith Cummings naman, ginagamit yung kanyang athletic ability naman pag umeri sa ibabaw to get at 2 points.
Pag-usapan nga natin itong si Markeith Cummings. Si Sel may kukwento sa atin.
You know what, Rado? Markeith Cummings quietly prepared for the second half so that he can internalize and visualize what he needs to do for the second half. Kasi para sa kanya, hindi lang katawan ang kailangan maging intense. If his mind starts being intense, the rest will follow. Balik sa inyo.
At saka yung focus ito si Markeith Cummings, partner, ibang klase ito eh. Parang hindi na aapektuhan ng mga hard fouls at manggaan sa loob eh.
Normally, when it's playoff situation, nakakapikon kasi dahil the fouls are really hard because sinisigurado na nga na hindi ka basta-basta makaka-convert. Pero kagaya nga ng sa Markeith Cummings, well, talagang importante is just really the focus in the game. You know, he knows that he's a young player. He's coming out of playing overseas for the first time. So it's really very important that he has to be more mature enough to accept things whatever you know the other team would give him.
Well, pansin na po natin dito sa pagsisimula ng ating second half. Yung depensa ng magkabilang kupunan na umangat po ng notches higher. At kita nyo po ang gitgitan dun sa ilalim. But that time, mula sa free throw line, ay pasok nitong si AC Reed ang kanyang pang-15 puntos, going 2 out of 2 in his last trip. 62-54. Global Port still on top. Sol Mercado, yung kanyang sagasa, namitis. Napalakas yung kanyang layup. Counter attack for rain or shine. 3-point shot. Ayaw pa rin. Parang ito kay Jeff Chan. Ayaw mahulog ang mga tres itong si Jeff. Jay Wash naman ang libre. Mas madali ang tres para kay Jay Wash.
Parang layup na lang ang 3-point shot para kay Jay Washington with that confidence sky high. Samantalang kay Jeff Chan naman, he has to really change it up a bit. Right now, he's been taking a lot of shots from the outside. He can also slash inside and get those 2 points just to get his confidence going.
Samantala, mintis yung 3-pointer itong si Bo Belga. Makukuha pa ng Global Port. Pagkakataon na palakihin itong kalamangan. This is actually their biggest hit of the game. Pero wala silang ipipilit dito. They'll call a timeout para siguraduhin na lalo pa nilang ilalagay yung layo ng kanilang kalamangan. Parker, dito sa kupunan ng Global Port the same way they did during the first.
Well, magandang simula nila dito sa third period. The energy is back, and at the same time, they're actually scoring, picking their shots and getting a lot of good scoring opportunities.
And this could be a pleasure para sa mga scorer ng Global Port dahil kita nila may mga kakampi sila na nakakatulong eh. So, si Sol Mercado, si Jay Wash, si Gary David, wala kailangan ipilit dahil alam na nandun na yung mga kakampi nila na handang tumulong eh.
Well, ang maganda dito for Global Port, you know, in the first quarter, gumawa si Sol. Ngayon, consistent pa rin si Jay Washington na nakakapuntos. And of course, Gary David is also there. Si Markeith Cummings naman, binibigyan din ng play. So, a lot of scoring opportunities dito for Global Port. Something that Rain or Shine would really have to put in check early because you don't want to get into the fourth period. Naghahabol or nag-adjust.
So, ito po ang ating game story talaga is more particularly for Global Port. One more or no more because they have to win 2 games. Laban po sa kupunan ng Rain or Shine who has a higher positioning nung ating elimination round. AC Reed going 2 out of 2 once again. But it's a 10-point lead para sa kupunan ng Global Port. Sol Mercado has been very active and very productive in tonight's campaign of Global Port. It was Markeith Cummings on a strong move Pero si Gary Banyes, matatawagan ng foul doon. Second personal foul.
Markeith Cummings actually going to the low block, the right low block, because nakita nga niya na may size advantage siya kagad kay Ibanez.
Ang slogan po ditong kumpanan ng Global Port, dahil pinabanggit natin kanina, we will defend the crown. The defending champion, headed by Coach Yeng Yao. Ayaw na nilang maulit naman yung kanilang masamang nakaraan ng huling komperensya, kung saan meron din silang twice to beat advantage, ay nadalwan sila ng Barangay Ginebra. Dito, naalala mga pa po sila na kumpanan ng Global Port. Up by 12 points sa kumpanan ng Global Port. Na most of this ball game ay silang may control ng ating laban. AC Reed against his counterpart Markeith Cummings. Cross court, nandun si Jeff Chan. Finally, pumasok. Pero 2-pointer lamang yun. And the first 2 points of Jeff Chan.
So, kita mo, miski si AC Reed, sumuntok na rin siya. Gumanda yung pakiramdam niya nung nalaman niya na nakakuha na ng first 2 points itong si Jeff Chan. He needs Jeff Chan because so far, defenses of Global Port is collapsing. You need to free up the inside with those shooters from the outside.
Markeith Cummings naman, babawi, pero foul lang itatawag doon against Gabe Norwood. Bagong pasok ito defensive adjustments ni Coach Yeng Yao. But instead, foul ang kanyang makukuha doon at 2 free throws for Markeith Cummings.
Noong una ko napanood si Markeith Cummings this conference, he actually loves that low post. So sinabi ko, mukhang puro, he's like a low post player, ala Sean Chambers type, na gustong-gusto niya yung mga low post moves or with those nice pivot moves. No? But, you know, towards the middle of this conference, you see him moving out. He actually likes those pull-up jumpers as well. But dito in this game, mukhang siguraduhan ang laro ni Markeith Cummings. He likes to assert that low post presence sa kahit mas malaki ang dumidepensa sa kanya na si Gabe Norwood, poste pa rin ang kanyang gusto.
Jeff Chan, libre na naman! Nakita siya ni Arizona rin pero namin test. Counter steal, makukuha ni Gabe Norwood. Balik si Ace Reed with a strong move. Tatlo yung sumalubong sa kanila at si Sol Mercado. Sinasabihan niya yung kanyang mga kampe. Huwag niyo sayangin yung pagkakataon na yun.
Sayang talaga yung mga ganun pagkakataon because they were able to get that ball. Pag outlet nga niya, nagkaroon pa ng turnover. So, mas maganda pa, bigay mo na lang kay Sol Mercado yung ball para ma-set ng maayos either yung fast break or yung half-court set. At
ang mas malala pa ng partner, pagbalik, nakuha pa ni Markeith Cummings yung kanyang pangatlong personal foul.
You know, AZ Reed, binuhat niya kagad si Markeith Cummings sa ilalim because he had that advantage on the low post.
69-58 mga kaibigan ang ating tala. Ang Global Port, parang inuulit nila yung kanilang ginawa noong first quarter where they scored 34 points, a big quarter para sa kupunan ng Global Port. Sol Mercado still manning the point. Harapin siya ni Paul Lee using the Markeith Cummings pick. Naku, tumama sa paa niya. It will be a turnover. Pabor sa Las Painters.
Ganito rin basically nangyari in the second period kung saan naman nakahabol ang Rain or Shine. Of course, they were given a lot of free throws. Pero yun nga, nabibigyan na extra possessions because of turnovers and offensive rebounds.
Bo Belga. Yung kanyang Bo Belga pick. Ilalapit niya. Mawawala. Makuha ni Sol Mercado. 4 or 3 pero natapik yun itong si Jeff Chan. The ball stays. Uy, hindi. Turnover yun. Papabor sa kupunan ng Rain or Shine.
Miscommunication right there. Even Jay Washington was asking Sol Mercado kung para sa kanya ba talaga yung pass or kay Gary David.
Jeff Chan. Nahanapin mo na itong si AC Reed. Cross court. Paul Lee, step back, 3-pointer! Swak na ba?
Normally, he would have a nice shot fake and a step-in jumper. Pero dito, step in, step back pa. Gusto ni Paul Lee, mas mahirap yung tira, no?
10 points para kay Paul Lee. Ito, makakasundot pa. Hihintay ng mga kapwede. Pull up niya, jumper, pasok. 1 straight points para sa Angas ng Tondo. And just like that, it's only a 6-point ball game. After being down by 12, ito, 6 na lang inahabol ng kupunan ng Rain or Shine. Tatime out ng Global Port. At kailangan pag-usapan nila ng mabilis rin dahil yung adjustments ng Rain or Shine, ang bilis nila.
Back-to-back jumpers here by Paul Lee. You know, nakakuha siya ng 3-point shot dito. That's actually nice. Pero yun nga lang on the opposite play, naagawan na dito. si Sol Mercado at nakakuha na naman siya ng medium range jumper.
So Mercado will be warned for resentment. Sinasabi niya, the ball was kicked by Paul Lee. Well, may puto si Sol Mercado. Pero ito si Sel, may kwento naman on Paul.
When Paul Lee made that 3-point shot, you can see the tape on his right arm. It's because it's still hyperextended at sumasakit pa raw hanggang ngayon. According to Paul Lee, his concern is not his shooting, but rather defense using his right hand. Kaya yan ang kanyang pag-asa na tuloy-tuloy ang kanyang pag-contribute for rain or shine pag hindi sumakit ang kanyang right arm. Balik sa inyo.
Kaliwa at kanan, parehong may sakit dito kay Paul. Yung kanan niya sa braso, yung kaliwa naman sa kanyang balikat.
Kaya nga pero kita mo naman sumushoot pa rin Ganun kagaling talaga to si Paul Lee. But sabi nga niya, his really main concern is his defense. So one thing that he can do is just to stay in front of Sol Mercado, which is actually not really easy to do.
Meanwhile, a technical foul was called by the referees for second motion. At tinatawag ito laban kay John Dan Salvador. So, bonus free throws ito para sa kapunan ng rain or shine. Paul Lee, yung kanyang scoring breakout dito sa third quarter. Ito ang nagpapalapit dito sa kapunan ng rain or shine.
Parati may pangsagot ang rain or shine. Second quarter, kahit puro free throws lang, there's two actually rose up to the occasion na ngayon lang actually siya nakalaro after a long a while na hindi nga natin siya nakikita on the floor. Ngayon naman si Paul Lee naman ang gumigising for rain or shine here the third.
Samantala, pinalitan ito si Bo Belga. We were thinking may technical foul. Walang technical free throw.
Wala nga Again on the defenses of Global Port, an easy layup there by Jeff Chan.
Pareho palang technical foul yung tinawag. Meron din si Coach Yeng.
Dalawang technical.
Pero magkaiba yung nature yung isa second motion, yung isa resentment to a call Dapat technical free throws na hindi second free throws yun. Samantala, Sol Mercado, patuloy ang pag-iinit dito. 22 puntos sa mga kaibigan. Siya nangunguna dito sa kumpara ng Global Port na umangat na uli ng 7 puntos. 4 minutes remaining in the third. AC Reed at the low blocks. May double team na pwersang ipasa. JR Quinyahan, lalapit. Jumper niya, wala. Sol Mercado, sabi niya, hindi natin kailangan madali ito. Maganda ang rebound ng Global Port. Dito sa yugtong ito, sinalubog siya ni Paul Lee. Jay Was, libre na naman, pero namin ito yung kanyang tres. Jeff Chan, nakita si Gabe Norwood to Paul Lee. Siya ang mainit ngayon, ito si Paul. Suswing ang bola, JR Quinyahan, sumagot sila tres.
Pero din ang ginagawa ni Paul Belga, they're actually the trail pagdating sa fast break and they just stop and take that jumper from the 3-point line dun sa ibabaw.
The Soul trying on the attack, losing the ball, makuha ni Gabe Norwood. 3-on-1 situation, Paul Lee will finish with that.
Malaking naman yan, pagkakamali for Global Port because after they turn the ball over, nagkakaroon kagad ng easy baskets on the opposite end.
At lumabang sila ng 11 pero all of a sudden, bumalik na naman sa apat dito, 74-70. So Global Port should realize na isang maliit lang na pagkakamali. Pwedeng palakihin itong mga taga-rain or shine sa kanilang points off the turnovers. Sol Mercado, 3 na naman ang papakawalan. All the namin tisay at makukuha pa ni Gabe Norwood. Gabe Norwood against 4. He will wait. Nakita niya kung matito si JR Quinyahan who opts to pass to AC Reed. And wisely, will call a timeout. Hindi niya mamadaliin ito. Dahil it's only a 4-point lead with 2 minutes and 30 here in the third quarter.
Actually, mukhang nasaktan dito si Paul Lee. He's actually walking to the bench right now. He's saying, parang, di ba, namang-problema na nga siya, elbow, shoulder. Ngayon naman parang hinahawakan yung kanyang calf muscle. Hindi natin malaman kung ano naging problema in that last play.
Kanina, nakita natin parang napapreno siya At yun, hawak-hawak na yung kanyang calf muscle. But this is a ball game, definitely. Global Port, may ratsyado, pero hindi talaga nila maiwanan ng rain or shine. Binabanggit mga partner. Merong pansagot lagi ang rain or shine. And we expect this being the champion team.
Yes, and because of, being together for quite some time already, matagal na magkakasama itong rain or shine. Pero yun nga, nagiging problema basically for Global Port is their execution so far. They couldn't really, they have, diba, mayroon nga silang mga runs na maganda nangyayari. They're scoring and scoring, tapos nagkakaroon naman. Actually, nagkakasunod-sunod yung turnovers, and that's the reason why nabibigyan ng buhay ulit ang Rain or Shine.
Well, yung sa mga bagong pihit po ng inyong mga telebisyon, laban ng Global Port at Rain or Shine. Global Port has to win twice. Samantalang isang panalo lang ang kailangan ng Rain or Shine para mapunta po sa semifinals. Jeff Chan to AC Reed. Ang pinakawalan! Pumasok yun!
So, ang hirap talaga. Hindi mo mabasa itong si AC Reed kung ano ba talaga. Pang ilalim ba to? Tapos bigla na lang tumitikada from 3-point range.
20 points for AC Reed and the lead is only 1. 74-73 kanina bago nakahabol yung Rain or Shine. Isang buong quarter nung ginawa nila nung second quarter. Dito, in the same quarter, tinambakan sila ng 11. Hinabol na rin nila kagad.
Ang bilis ang bilis ng turn of events. That's why napaka-importante. Coach Janelle naman natawagan ng technical foul. So again, this is going to be another opportunity for Rain or Shine to really get back.
At pangalawa na ito na technical foul ni Coach Janelle. Kanina, yung disrespectful appeal. Ito, use of profane language.
That's not going to be good news because your head coach, Coach Junel, will be out already of the playing court because of 2 technical fouls.
The Christian missing the technical free throw. So this is the development here. The lucky shades of Coach Junel Bakuli will be gone because he'll be gone.
Yun na nga eh. Hindi magandang pangyayari for Global Port. They really have to sustain that exit yung kanilang depensa. Eh ngayon, sumablay na naman ulit sila after that jump.
Gary David missing from the 3. Pagkakataon ng Rain or Shine. Makuha ang kalamangan dito sa third quarter. Ikot! AC Reed ako! Dating ba na basket? Gary David, siya naman ang atake. Waits for his teammates. Against Jeff Chan. Atake. Layup niya. Kinapos. Sa rebound play, masasay pa. Marquise Cummings. Hand time. Pinasabit pa itong si J.R. Kinyahan. Will be called for the foul.
Well, maganda rin kay Gary David what he did. He missed the jumper. He missed the layup. Pero presence of mind, he still was there to get that loose ball. At ibinigay pa niya doon kay Marquise Cummings.
Marquise Cummings trying to explain to the referees na ibinibigay niya yung bola sa kanila. Dahil yun tinawagan siya ng technical foul at medyo nagulat itong si Marquise Cummings. Ito makikita natin dito sa replay na ito. Pagkuha niya, hanapin niya. At si J.R. Kinyan, ayun, pinasalo yung kanyang ulo.
Hindi ko pa rin nakakalimutan yung nangyari kay Mick Pinisi dati, di ba? Sa ulo din yung tinamaan. Ito of course, mahina lang naman yung tama no? Pero biglang nagre-react si Kinyahan. Kala mo, ginatulosan ng bola
I actually covered that game yung kay Mick Pinisi. At maganda yung nilaro niya bago yun. But nung may quick chat kami, I didn't have to ask him about his good play. But for that flop.
It makes a difference, lalo na if you know how to time it.
Hindi, tsaka kita mo ang naging epekto nito. Dahil sa dalawang technical, tanggal si Coach Yeng. Dahil sa isang technical, may isa na naman free throw. So, ito, it's only a 2-point ball game. Pagkakataon nito, nakupuna ng Rain or Shine to tie. At yun nga yung ginawa nito si AC Reed who now was 22.
Si AC Reed, talaga siya yung bumubuhay dito sa Rain or Shine so far in this quarter. Tahimik lang niyang inuunti-unti itong kalamangan ng Global Port.
A minute and 5 seconds in the third quarter. Global going to Gary David. Ang ganda ng kanyang galaw pero malakas yung kanyang tira. Tapikan makukuha pa ni El Granada who will not connect. Samantala, nako, carelessness on the part of Gabe Norwood. He will lose the ball sa baseline. Coach Yengaw and Coach Caloy asking the referees yung pagsabit nitong si Marquise Cummings. Isa rin that could have merited a technical foul pero nakita natin may mga players sa baba.
Sa ilalim, monte kasi siyang masahod doon kaya hinawakan na lang ni Eric para di siya bumagsak.
Gary David again missing from the 3. Makukuha ni AC Reed. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pagkakataong malamang ang Rain or Shine. Trash to Chris Chu. Malakas. Makukuha pa ni Jonathan Salvador ang rebound. Rudy Lingana, siya magbababa ng bola. Nakita naman si Jay Wash, yung cut ni Marquise Cummings, nakuha yung pasa. AC Reed, Pombreno, atake. Chris Chu, handing it. Oh, pasok yung dos para kay J.R. Quinyahan.
Great presence of mind by Chris Chu. Nakita niya na sobrang lalim niya na sa basket, kaya binigay na lang niya kay Quinyahan for easy 2 points.
Samantala, ito si J.R. Quinyahan at si Jonathan Salvador. Nagbibigayan pero nag-uusap sila na, pasensya ka na, binigyan mo ako.
Bawi lang.
Bawi lang. Yun na rin nagtatapatan doon. Jay Wash naman ang libre! Pasok ang tres!
Ito na kailangan nila si Jay Wash really score because nakukulangan na dito ang Global Port at nakahabol ng rain or shine.
Even if it's a close game, Global Port will have the last say and a 1-point lead to end the third quarter with a
Easy read because he actually got his game so far here in the third period.
Kasi sinabi nga natin, parang nag-ekis lang yung dalawa, no? Delivering para sa kanilang magkabilang kupunan. Pero ang nakita natin ng third quarter partner, parang kinumpress mo yung nangyari ng first half. Lumamang agad ang Global Port, hinabol yung second quarter ng kupunan ng rain or shine. But in the third quarter, lumamang din ang 11 ha, itong kupunan ng Global Port. Pero in the same quarter, hinabol din sila ng kupunan ng rain or shine.
And wala talagang naging problema for Global Port is the 15 turnovers that they committed in the second, or actually 9 turnovers pala ang Global Port in the third period alone na nagmula yun na nabigyan ng 15 points ang Rain or Shine sa turnover po.
May tres kanina si Rudy Lingana pero binawi ka agad. Dito naman si Ryan Arandia plus the foul. So may possible 4-point play para dito kay Ryan Arandia. Umiiwas na actually itong si Jonathan Salvador pero sumabit yung kanilang mga paa doon. And you should clear that space, ano, yung bababa ng shooter. So hindi na kompleto ni Ryan Aranya. So tabla po tayo. 80-80 habang nakikita po natin ang quarter scoring. Itong magkabilang kupunan. And that third quarter was a high scoring quarter once again. 28-25 in favor of Rain or Shine.
Well, makikita natin yung first quarter, 34-19 lang yun na bumaba ng scoring ng Global Port in the second period alone at doon naman talaga nakahabol ang Rain or Shine.
Samantala, ito tres, ikakount natin mga referees. At the same time, there was a foul. There was actually a push on Yusef Taha na itatawag kay Jeremy Cruz. Tingnan po natin ulit yung sequence here. He was trying to find the pick. So, magkasabay, simultaneous yun yung tres and the foul. And the bonus free throw, which is rightly so, ay kay Yusef Taha ibibigay because he was the foul player.
Well, still a possible 4-point play in the making kasi nga na-shoot ni Jay Wash yung kanyang 3-point shot.
Kakasimula pa lamang po ng ating fourth quarter, developing to a very interesting ball game, and Yusef Taha contributing on his part sa 4-point play.
Kasi siya naman yung pa-foul bait.
Matala, Ryan Aranya kanina nakapasok ng tres, ngayon yung layup niya namin test, sayang na pagkakataon yun. Ang ganda ng lusot nun itong si Ryan Aranya, but instead ang bola mapupunta sa kapanan ng Global Port. Marquise Cummings, malakas yung kanyang tira, but there would be a foul on Jari Ibanez, and once again 3 opportunities para kay Marquise Cummings after he was fouled shooting a 3.
Daming best natin nakikita yung Rado, and there are a lot of shooters in this ball game na nafa-foul parati ng defensive man.
Samantala, namintis ni Marquise Cummings yung kanyang free throw. Si Sel may kwento on the ousted coach Junel Baculi.
Well, the guy in shades is no longer in the bench of Global Port. Obviously, Coach Junel he's very dismayado siya talaga na na-eject siya. And in the dugout, he does not have TV access to the game. I can see kanina na he was very nervous. He was rubbing his hands a while ago. At nagbabakasakali na lang siya that when Coach Glenn Capascio makes the shot for Global Port, he's hoping that Global Port will make a good run in the fourth quarter. Rado?
Oh, especially na binabanggit nga natin, pag natalo sila dito, uuwi na sila. Tapos na ang kanilang kampanya for this year. Because this is our last conference and they need a win tonight to extend their season life. Yan po sa batang-batang prangkisa ng kumpanan ng Global Port, Batang Pierre. Meanwhile, babalik ang bola sa kumpanan ng Global Port. Kanina, isa lang na ipasok sa tres itong si Marquise Cummings. Mintis ulit para kay Sol Mercado. It's a 5-point lead para sa kupunan ng Global Port. Yarkinyan, ilalapit pa. Towering over Yusef Taha.
Deceiving itong gagalaw ni Kenya. Nakala mo, isi-set nila ulit yung opensa. Pero because of that, nasa magandang position niya to shoot and he mastered that perimeter jumper, he took that shot.
May nakaw. Ito si Jare Bandes over Markeith Cummings. And is defending very well dito kay sa import na si Markeith Cummings. Chris Chu to Ryan Arandia. J.R. Kinyan against Yusef Taha. 10 seconds na lamang ito. Ryan Arandia makikita. Ito si J.R. tumingin sa orasan. 6 na segundo na lamang. He has to make a move against Sol Mercado. At malakas yung kanyang tira. Makakukuha pa na kanilang import na si Markeith Cummings. 85-82. 9 minutes and 24 dito po sa ating last quarter. Kelly Nabong. Walang nga mapuntahan itong opensa ng Global Port. Pabalik kay Nabong. 5 seconds. Buti pang matravel. Pero nagawa na parang itong si Kelly Nabong after that foul from J.R. Kinyahan.
Once Kelly Nabong would really know how to time his offense, no? Lalong-lalo na on the low post. Ang laki niya pwede niya gamitin yung kanyang lakas, lalo na at low post. But one thing nice about what he did was he was smart enough to attempt to shoot rather than pass off.
In fact, si Kelly Nabong was surprised. Bakit sa akin umikot yung rotation niya sa ofensiva? Nakadalawang hawak siya doon eh. Gusto na laban itapon yung bola. Kaya napilitan niya na awkwardly. And then luckily for him, he was fouled but missed the first at ipinasok yung pangalawa.
Well, actually, pang boundary na yun ni Kelly Nabong. Pero malaking bagay yan sa Global Port that they needed guys off the bench like Nabong to score.
86-82 mga kaibigan. 4 na puntos, kalamangan pa rin itong Global Port. Jeremy Cruz, paborito niya. Pinasabit niya lang itong si Yusef Taha. And he'll go to the free throw line. Yusef Taha will be charged with his 3rd personal foul.
Magandang pasabit ang ginawa doon ni Jeremy Cruz so far.
One of those players, mga local si Coach Yeng Yao, na inaasahan niya ng malalaking numero because in the last conference, ang ganda na naging contribution si Jeremy Cruz.
And considering malalaki pa yung mga import last conference and yet he played well.
Mas madaming minuto at least hindi niya pwesto yung panetro.
Hindi niya pwesto. Because si AZ Reed, halos pang 4 yung laro. 4-3 ang laro ni AZ Reed for Rainier Shine.
Pumasok ang free throw, 1 out of 2 para kay Jeremy Cruz. Still a 3-point ball game. Pabor po sa kapunan ng Global Port. 86-83. Pasigsag-sigsag. Sol Mercado. Nasapal na ni Jeremy Cruz. Counter-attack. Muntik pang mawala ni Jare Bandes using the referee as a shield.
Hawin yung referee.
Jeremy Cruz. Ayun, yung pasabit na naman niya. That time, ang biktima, si Kelly Nabong.
Smart move. Those are you appreciate players like that who are always aware of what's going on the floor.
You'll remember when itong si Jeremy Cruz was still in the collegiate ranks. Ang dami nagsasabi, he'll be the next Alvin Patrimonio. He was so dominating. Ang galing ng kanyang galaw. Although he was smaller for his position dahil mga 6'3 lamang itong si Jeremy Cruz. Mga power forward niya. Mga 6'5",
6'7". Alalaki na ng mga power forward niya dito.
But in fairness to him, he has made his mark, especially for a team kagaya ng Rainier Shine na kanyang nasalihan. Not really those mga superstars na kasama niya, but he has made his mark dito sa batang karir niya dito sa Rainier Shine.
It's like he's really the playing minutes sa Rato. Malaking bagay yung first confidence.
Samantala, Kelly Nabong surprising even himself with a left-handed finish. 3 puntos na ang naitatala nito at 4 muli ang kalamangan ng Global Port. Ryan Aranya nakawala, natapos at sabi ni J-Was, hinawi daw siya ron. But that would be the 9th point for Ryan.
Magandang pagkakapasok ni Aranya. Alam mo, ang scoring ng Rainier Shine, kalat na kalat. Everybody contributing in this game.
Samantala, Chris Chu sumabit doon sa pag-arachanda nitong si Markeith Cummings. He will be called for his 2nd personal foul. So Chris Chu was saying he was warded off. Global Port, sila po ang tatawag na timeout. Up by 2, 88-86. Patuloy po itong giyera dito sa BOA Arena between Rainier Shine and Global Port Batampier. 2 puntos na lamang ang namamagitan dito. At ang dami nang naganap po dito sa laro na ito. Ang kumpulan ng Global Port, although they're on top, they are without coach Junel Banguli, who was called for his second technical foul at the latter part of the third quarter. Habang nakikita po natin itong sakasa na ito ni Ryan Aranya, hatid sa inyo ng Cotton, empower your business. But Global Port is still been maintaining this lead. Lumaki, lumiit, pero in the long run, they're still on top by 3.
Yes, and the good thing is kahit paano naman, of course, Rain or Shine is, a tough team. Nakakahabol at hahabol nga yun, kagaya nga nasabi kanina sa timeout ng Global Port. So that's why, ito namang Global Port, they still find ways on getting the ball to their main scorers like Jay Wash and even Sol Mercado.
7 minutes and 26 remaining in the ball game. A lot of action pa ang ating pong inaasahan dito sa labanan na ito. Gary David, Pumbreno, kapos yung kanyang jumper. Makukuha ng AC Reed. 4 ang sumalubong sa kanya. He will zigzag. He will finish. Plus the foul. Na may bibigay. Laban naman dito kay Jay Wash. The third para kay Jay Wash. Ito yung pagratsada. Going to the left. Going to the right. Wala na napili doon. Ito nga si Jay Wash. And AC Reed will complete the 3-point play. And we will account for 25 points of Rain or Shine.
Hindi niya iniilag yung tira niya. No? Makita niya, Jay Wash actually a tall player. Kayang supalpalin pag inilag mo yung layup. Patungtong si AZ Reed, diretso doon sa mukha ni Jay Wash yung kanyang pag-layup. It's very hard to block.
Well, in fact, 4 yung mga taga-Global Port, pero sila pa yung nag-adjust doon sa solong sagasa ni AZ Reed. Ito, Mintis at makukuha pa muli na kupunan ng Rain or Shine. Jeff John with a crossover. Nakita si Jeremy Cruz. Pero sumabit na naman doon si Jay Wash, who will again commit the personal foul.
Very unselfish yung ginawa doon ni Jeff Chan. He had that layup, to get those 2 points, and yet he gave it to Jeremy Cruz. Mas maganda naman kasi yung kanyang posisyon, nakadraw pa ng foul.
Ito yung pagkakaiba ng Global Port at Rain or Shine partner. Yung Global Port, alam mo kung sino yung gagawa. Jay Wash, Sol Mercado, Gary David. Rain or Shine, lahat na lang pwedeng gumawa. Ito, this time naman ng fourth quarter, si Jeremy Cruz naman ang pinupuntahan nila.
Ang daming options so far. Kanina, ng second quarter, bigla na lang yung guys coming off the bench, gagawa Chris Chu. Ngayon naman, gumagawa din tong si Ryan Aranya and Jeremy Cruz, kagaya nga ng nabanggit mo.
The lead is now with Rain or Shine, 90-89. So, mahaba pa po ang ating oras, 6:30. Jay Wash na payungan doon at ang tapikan makukuha pa ni Jeff Chan. To Ryan Aranya, who will attack. Ang left na pumasok. And another foul. Ang makukulekta ng atake ng Rain or Shine. This time, it would be on Sol Mercado.
Maganda rin ang outlet na ginawa doon ni Jeff Chan. He actually chose the right person to finish that basket in Ryan Aranya.
The double teaming defense against Jay Wash. Netting this fast break. Ryan Aranya step ahead. Actually, help defense again from Sol Mercado. 12 points for Ryan Aranya. At kung di ako nagkakamali, yung mga puntos niya, dito lang yan sa second half niya nagawa.
Most of them are actually in the fourth period. Konti lang siya in the second, but marami-rami ang ginawa dito ni Aranya in the fourth.
Gary David missing the 3, but there was a bad foul. Na itatawag on AC Reed dahil 3 points siya yun at 3 puntos ang regalo kay Gary David. Although for AC Reed, that's only his second. Gary makes the first. Although kay Gary, manaka-naka yung kanyang mga puntos. Maganda na yung simula niya nung first quarter.
9 points already in the first period, pero yung second quarter niya, wala siyang na-shoot, and third quarter, 2 points lang yung kanyang ginagawa.
Well, pasok yung pangalawa. Sel Guevara, our courtside reporter, has an update on Paul Lee.
I'm looking at Paul Lee who's sitting down on the bench of Rain or Shine at sabi nga niya he's feeling pain on his right leg. At nung nilarawan nga niya ito, sabi niya parang malalim o matindi ang kirot sa likod ng kanyang kanang binte. The physical therapists are trying what they can to relieve the pain. Baka sakaling pwede pa siyang bumalik in the last minutes of the fourth quarter, Rado?
Well, of course, we're hoping for the recovery. The immediate recovery of Paul Lee dahil itong batang ito, bat-bat na po ng injury dito sa konferensya na ito. Samantala, tabingi yung tira itong si Jeremy Cruz. Daw lamang pa rin po ang Rain or Shine ng isa, 93-92. But this has been a very interesting battle between Global Port and Rain or Shine. Gary David, Changa, libre! Tuwid na yung kanyang tira, medyo kinapos nga lang. Easy read. Nakukuhanan, hindi na si Miguel Inabong. Pero pagpigil na bago yung ating shot clock, hindi naman nag-change yung possession doon. Press nito si Jeff Tan, wala pa rin. Nabong with the rebound to Jewas. Itong makakaripas itong Global Port. Side-stepping move for Gary David Lites, but nandun si Marquis coming. Nagkatapigan doon in the game. Norwood raises his hand, more than willing to admit that foul.
Well, he gave up that foul already because Marquis Cummings got offensive rebound and he was supposed to finish it off. Pero tama-tama naman yung kanyang pagkaka-foul, send him to the line and just to get 2 free throws.
So both teams in penalty with 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go. If only to explain kung gaano nakadikdikan ang ating bantayan dito sa fourth quarter.
13 out of 17 ang free throw shooting ni Marquis Cummings.
Kanina nga, he actually went 10 out of 10 before missing 2 dun sa kanyang foul shot na 3-point shot. So, ito po, tabla na ang ating laban. 93, only our 6th deadlock of the ball game as Jeremy Cruz was fouled. Sumunod doon si Sean Mercado kung sa mata patatamaan doon si Jeremy Cruz. He'll be given free throws. Pero mamaya po yan, matapos sumawag ng timeout, ang Rain or Shine and last to painters with
Control Max Facial Wash.
We only have 4 minutes and 58 remaining. Dito po sa ating bakbakan na ito as Jeremy Cruz misses from the free throw line. But in this quarter, biglang nabuhay dito actually si Jeremy Cruz partner.
Ang daming contribution dito ni Jeremy Cruz. Actually, so many heroes here for Rain or Shine if ever they go on to win this game. Samantalang for Global Port, you know, of course, the big three locals, Washington, Mercado, and David, sila basically yung talagang rumaratsyada in terms of scoring.
First quarter pala yung puna natin. Iba na yung tagaktak ng powers ni Sol, ni Jay Wash, ni Gary David. Dahil talagang mainit na mainit sila. But could fatigue factor be creeping in on them? Ito, turnover na naman on Sol Mercado.
Well, malaking bagay din of course, Rado, kung marami kang scoring na tumutulong, scoring options, like for example, for Rain or Shine. And dito naman sa Global Port, kung tatatlo lang talaga yung gumagawa, mahirap talaga yan, ganyan, because eventually, mapapagod ka rin. You need guys, especially coming off the bench, to put up some numbers.
Again, the inside presence of Jeremy Cruz, making 2 after the tip in. The defense will be challenged now by Gary David.
Malaking bagay si Gary David na gumawa na dito sa fourth period. This is the time where El Granada normally would explode.
At kumbaga sa pagod, mas sanay sa pagod itong si Gary David, who's used to playing the entire ball game. Para sa kumpulan ng Global Port, AC Reed against Jay Wash. 6 seconds, cross court, makikita si Jeff Dunn. Babalik ulit kay Gabe Norwood, he has to make the shot. Malakas yung kanyang tira pero sa agawan makukuha ni Jay Wash. 96-95, lamang pa rin po ang kupunan ng Rain or Shine ng isang puntos in the rarest of occasions na nakalamang itong kupunan ng Rain or Shine because almost the entire ball game is controlled by Global Port. Gary, nakapasok kanina, mintis naman ngayon. Tatakbo ang Rain or Shine pero hep-hep, sabi ni Jeff Dunn, hihintayin na kanyang mga kampe. Sigsag ni Ryan Aranya! Strong ball, Filipino, and they foul!
The first time these two teams played in the elimination round, Ryan Aranya was the best player of that ball game. Kita mo naman dito, dinaanan niya 3 Global Port players to finish that basket.
The fans of Rain or Shine, Ryan Aranya, not actually surprised with that move because pag nakakita ng butas talaga ito si Ryan, tutugisin niya talaga eh. As our friend Sean Guevara has a story on Ryan Aranya.
Well, Ryan Aranya looks like he's making a repeat of when he exploded during the first meeting with Global Port. At ang sabi nga niya, yung offensa is just a bonus. And sabi nga niya, he has a big defensive assignment tonight and his philosophy, don't rely on stats, videos, expect the unexpected. Balik sa inyo.
Nakikita nga natin itong mga kakayahan itong si Ryan Aranya exploding here in the fourth quarter. AC Reed makakalampas pa against Marquis Cummings. Ryan Aranya for 3. Hindi pumasok yung kanyang presence sa rebound play. Oy, may loose ball foul na nakita ng ating mga referees. May gulang dito si Jeremy Cruz. Tumaga muna bago kunin yung bola. That would be the third on Jeremy.
Walang ginangang. Ang style kasi doon, ahawiin mo munang konti para yung create space. Ay, but yun nga lang, nakita kagad siya ng referee.
Markeith Cummings babalik sa free throw line. Well, he has 14 free throw shots made out of 19 attempts. Made that 15 out of 20 after connecting with his first try. Kompleto para kay Markeith Cummings, mga kaibigan. 2 minutes and 42. Dalawa na lang ang lamang nitong rain or shine, though they have possession. Gabe Norwood now at the point. High pick being given him. Ryan Aranya will use the baseline. Sinalubo ng double team. AC Reed. Swing it to Jeff Chan. Kinala, and they will finish with the right.
Hirap-hira natin makita si Jeff Chan na gumanyan. And that's the beauty of it. Actually, he's becoming more of a scorer than just a shooter. We expect him to hit the 3-point shot. Hindi niya makakuha. Now he's going to the basket harder.
And that's the luxury of rain or shine. Kelly Dabo has been in the right place at the right time. Nakikita niya ng mga kamper being open. Pasok yung kanyang layup doon. It's still a close 2-point game. Paikot ang bola ng rain or shine. Gabe Norwood. Hinahanap itong si AC Reed. 1-on-1 against ito si Markeith Cummings. AC. Big sa kanan. Punta sa kaliwa. Pwede shoot niya pati. Jeremy Cruz. Turn-around. Wala. Kanya pa rin for a third serving. Pero bago siya nakadiskarte doon, he was hammered and fouled by Jay Wash.
Grabe, tatlong global port against Jeremy Cruz, you know. Klase yung laban na ginagawa ni Jeremy Cruz, and to think na mas maliit pa siya sa tatlong player sa ilalim.
And Jay Wash will collect his 5th personal foul. So dito sa rain or shine in this quarter, ibang klase pang pinapakita nito si Jeremy Cruz. Pasok pa yung kanyang free throw. Pagmasdan po natin itong power rebound itong si Jeremy Cruz to keep the ball alive. No, 2 minutes, 2 rebound din ang kanyang nakuha doon. Natin sa inyo ng Rick Zone, a man with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. 3-point lead. Gustong pahabain pa rin Jeremy Cruz, which he does. 12 points for Jeremy Cruz. All scored here in the 4th quarter. O hindi, 8 dito sa 4th quarter para kay Jeremy Cruz. 103-109. A minute and 31 remaining in the game. Global Port kailangan tumawag ng timeout, and this could be a crucial timeout. Of course, crucial execution after this timeout sapagkat they are down, suddenly down by 4, 103 to 99 as we try to listen in to Coach Glenn Capasio.
We're going salute. Salute. Thumbs up. Here. Then, this is Jaywas. Now, Jaywas, go. Stop. Jaywas, you have an option. You will hand off it to Gary. Or you can speed here. Okay. Downstream. Then we're going thumbs up. Use Jaywas on this side. Attack. Then flare. Jaywas, if you're open, take the shot. Jaywas. Not. Nothing happens. Get the ball again.
They are realizing that they have enough time. Wala sila kailangan pagmadali dito. A minute and a half para sa kumpunan ng Global Port. That's why they're going to the regular place. But, they need a basket here because it will give time to waste para sa kumpunan ng Rain or Shine just in case they do not deliver coming from this timeout.
Well, lalong-lalo na they're down by 4, so it's really very important na makaset up ng maayos itong Global Port. You want to get a nice shot off.
Saul Mercado is manning the point. Nandun naman si Ryan Aranya. It's been hot here in the 4th quarter. Gary David! The jumper is good.
Gary David actually rising the occasion now for Global Port. That down na lang sila by 2 points.
The right attitude, no? Walang pinagmadali itong Global Port, down by only 2. Jeff Chan using the Jeremy Cruz pick. Babalik kay Jeremy. Now to Gabe Norwood. 7 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Gabe against Yusef Taha. He will go for the jumper. Wala yun, pero may foul on Taha.
It's a big advantage of Gabe Norwood. Sanay siya magdala ng bola, magguardia. So now if you're up against a big guy like Taha, you have that advantage of taking him off the dribble.
Ito yung binabanggit natin on Gabe Norwood. He can actually dominate with his athleticism. Kung malaki yung bumabantay sa kanya, he can go with the swiftness. Kung mas maliit naman, yung kanyang athleticism, the high leap na kanyang kayang ibigay against his defender.
Oh, we've seen him, what he can do basically against guys even as fast as players in FIBA. Nakita natin na talaga siya yung panapat talaga ng ating bansa when it comes to defense.
104-101, 3-point lead. Para sa kapunan ng Rain or Shine, may double team on Sol Mercado. Napipilitang itigil yung pag-dribble na. They go to Marquise Collins. Will attack using the baseline. Pasok ang layup niya.
Critical dito. One big stop right here by Global Port.
Okay, ito, pareho na nakatayo ang magkabilang kapunan dito. Because it's an odd score. 104-103. AC Reed. One-on-one against Marquise Collins. He'll attack. Pero nakita niya. Gabe Norwood gives it.
Big shot right there by Gabe Norwood.
What a big shot for Gabe Norwood. Atoning for his missed free throw. A big three for Gabe Norwood. And the entire family is happy.
Oh, definitely. That's actually pressure packed. You know, you have Global Port breathing down your necks. AZ Reed kicking out to Gabe Norwood. Ang layo ng tinira doon ni Gabe. Normally, you would expect him to take a perimeter jumper, but because of the situation, he took it with a lot of confidence.
The shot clock down to 5. AC Reed covered inside. He has to kick out the ball, and Gabe Norwood delivering big in that shot. Let's listen in once again to Global Port.
Then to spin for Sol. On this pass, Reed. Reed, Gary. Taha. Reed. Sol. Gary. Jewa. Turn. Then two spins for Sol. Sol. Then get him again.
Down by 4, and if we remember, with 1 minute and 31 seconds remaining kanina, this was the same situation. They're down by 4 calling the timeout. Meaning, from that time on, more than 1 minute and 15 seconds, wala silang headway na nagawa.
Wala masyado because napaka-importante talaga ng stop, especially now that they were down a while back.
Sol Mercado, kailangan ng Global Port ang mabilis sa tira. Marquise Collins facing the three-pointer. Makukuha pa ni Jerby Cruz ang rebound. And Rain or Shine will march to the semifinals with his impending victory over Global Port. And this could be a very painful lesson for Global Port partner. They've been in control of the game most of the way. But ito, makukuha pa ni Jay Wash ang kanyang pang-anim na personal foul. Will finish the game with 18 points and 12 rebounds.
Sayang rin yung laro ng Global Port. They actually played very well. They opened this game, like a house on fire. Pero yun nga lang, there's just too many turnovers. Lalong-lalo na yung sa third period. Especially that's actually one way for you to sustain or to keep a lead is to really execute well. Pero yun nga lang, nagkasunod-sunod nagkaroon sila ng 9 turnovers in the third period na nagkaroon ngayon ng 15 points off that.
And Rain or Shine showing the depth of the arsenal, not only on defense but also on offense. Guys like Jerby Cruz and Ryan Aranya going to work here in the fourth quarter. The confidence in the minutes given them. Now extending the lead to 5-1, 0-8-1-0-3. These are the defending champions and they're using defense to overhaul the double-digit advantage in the first and third quarters. And in the fourth quarter, the grit and determination of the Shock Troopers of Coach Cheng really fooling them this one.
Well, there's just so many weapons dito sa Rain or Shine. Yung mga guys na hindi mo inakalang pumupuntos, magugulat ka na lang at the end of the day. You'd see them, contribute well to the victory of Rain or Shine.
6.1 seconds remaining in the game. Habang nakikita ko the display of what the players individually can do for Coach Cheng and the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. But as a team, their defense has been really terrific. They've been scorching itong mga taga Global Port Patas here as Markeith Cummings papasok yung kanyang last shot but would not be enough para sa kanilang pagtatapos.